In the beginning of the story, we are shown Clinter. This was the planet from where Venom came. And now, just like the human civilization found on our world is called humans, similarly, the civilization there is called symbio. Then we see their leader, or say ruler, sitting among them. Now basically this entire civilization was built by Null. But after some time, these symbiotes overpowered him. And now they have shut him down, and now to get out of here, Null needs Codex, which is the key to get out so that he can come out and spread darkness completely, and now he can take over not only this world, but the entire universe, and along with this we viewers also see that not only symbiotes but genophages are also shown here. The job of genophages is to catch and eat symbiotes. These are kind of lions of our world, like if a human comes in front of them by mistake, then they catch and eat him. Similarly, there are some genophages too, and now Null has given this order to his genophage to go to different places or anywhere in the whole world. Go around and bring me that codex, and here he also had the power to open different portals and send his xenophages all over the universe, so he does the same. Every xenophage comes out of that portal and spreads across the world so that he can find the codex for all the taps. We can directly see the same scene where Tom Hardy, i.e. Eddie Brock, was sitting in the same club whose ending we saw in Spider-Man Nowhere, or say we saw it in its credit scenes. Now Eddie Brock, a reporter by profession, wanted to know what the Marvel Universe is and who Thanos was. So this bartender was giving him all this information, that how Thanos created a blip in a snap from where everyone and half the population disappeared for 5 years it had happened, and now as soon as the bartender leaves from there, Eddie Brock, who is connected with his Venom is making him drinks to help him, or say for his comfort, but the bartender sees all these things. But then the news starts coming on TV in which it is told that Patrick Mulligan, that is, the old inspector, has been killed by someone. Now at this time he is in Mexico and the incident happened in San Francisco, so if he goes to San Francisco to investigate this case, then the police will catch him. Now basically the scene here is that he wanted to help Mulligan, but he was worried that if he gets caught by the police, then he will not be able to prove his innocence. That is why he starts going directly to New York from here, because in New York he knew a judge whose dark secrets were already known to Venom, i.e. Eddie. So that judge could help him in this work, i.e. by showing some facts or files etc. in the court to save him. So he starts his journey to New York from here, and now when it comes to payment, then by mistake the hand of Venom, i.e. Symbio, pays him instead of the human hand, and then a small part of it is left there. And now when he comes out of that club, then he hears the sound of barking of many dogs and he feels that something is wrong here. These dogs are definitely in some trouble, and when he follows their voices and reaches a place where many more dogs were kept in cages, as soon as Venom tries to save them, some goons reach there. So basically the plan of all these goons was to sell these hybrid dogs in the market or in the black market and earn a lot of money from them, but now they were facing Venom. Now these goons tell him to leave from here. Well, Eddie also refuses them, that agree to my words and free the dogs, in return of which I will not do anything, but they start shooting at him, and now Eddie, in anger, catches each one of them by becoming Venom, i.e. eats the heads of all these four. We had seen this scene in the trailer as well, which was literally epic. Then he comes back to his human form, and now after freeing the dogs from them, he leaves from there, but in the meantime we viewers notice that a genophage has arrived on the building behind, which had noticed Eddie that there is a symbiote in it, that is Venom, but at this time Venom did not know this. He had just left on his chosen path. Along with this, we see another person who was keeping an eye on the CCTV footage there and was saying that this baddie Brock has come out, we have to catch him. Well, who is this is not told for now, but I will tell you in the end. And then he calls General Rax, whom we saw as being Maddock in the Doctor Strange movie, that is, call. And now as he has got the footage from near a bar, Rax directly reaches that club and asks the owner of that bar that, do you know about the person who's still left after making the payment? Do you know where the man tells that he had many hands? There was something in black colored liquid form, and one small thing was left here too, which Rex captures in a small tube and takes it with him, and while leaving he also makes the bar owner unconscious and puts him in his car. And then a new character enters the story. Her name is Dr. Payne, who is in charge of Area 51. So this time we are shown a scene of Area 51 where Rax finds small pieces of the same symbiote, or somewhere a small body of Venom. Now here the viewers can see that all the symbiote species on this earth were kept captive, which had different capabilities. I had told about 4 different symbiote species whose colors were different: red, gray, blue, yellow, and now the small piece of symbiote that Rex had brought, he gives it to Dr. Payne, after which she goes to meet another person, inside whom an alien, or say symbiosis, was found, and this person is Police Inspector Patrick Mullen from the old movie. Well, in the ending of the second part, it was shown that after the fight between Carnage and Venom, something had directly entered inside Mulligan. But in this movie, Rex tells that when Carnage and Venom were fighting, Mulligan was killed, after which there was a symbiote. To uncover the truth and gather information about all this, his body was connected with a symbiote which finally started working well as a host, and he became alive again. That is, human existence can go from symbiosis. Now here Malikan, who had symbiosis inside him, or say symbio, comes and tells him that look, a big problem is going to come upon you because Nala, who now wants to free himself, has sent many genophages to this earth to get the codex. Now he knew this because all these symbio minds are connected. An example of this is a movie called The Edge of Tomorrow, in which Omega and classic creatures were present, all of whose minds were connected, and once they die, they reset the day. So we can see some similar mind connectivity between these symbios and xenophages which were created by Null, and now when Null has ordered to bring the codex, that is why symbio i.e. Mulligan also knows that now danger is going to come on this earth because these genophages can go to any extent for the codex. On the other hand, we can see the scene of Venom, who sticks to a plane to cover up the journey to New York very fast and tries to reach as soon as possible, but in the meantime a genophage comes and attacks him. Now there is a fierce fight between these two. Now as the size of the genophage is very big, so Venom is seen getting beaten a lot. Now here the genophage caught him because it could see the codex on Venom's neck, that is why he wanted to eat him and take the codex for Null. But in time he jumps with Eddie Brock using a parachute and both of them are saved, and now after coming down Eddie asks him, that brother, who was this creature, why did he want to kill us, such a big and terrifying creature? Now here first of all he gives the same old brief which I also gave you, that not Null but Clint had created two different species inside Tar, i.e. symbio and genophage. Now basically whatever the symbios were, all of them later went against Null and imprisoned him on Litter itself because he had a lot of dark black powers inside him. Necrology. So now I will give a little explanation of the codex. When a symbio connects with a human, i.e. host, if the compatibility is right, then it forms exactly like Venom. A strong superhero comes forward, but if the compatibility is not good, then either the host is killed or the symbiote is killed. But if after the compatibility is established by chance, the host of a symbiote is killed, suppose when Eddie Brock was killed, Venom's hands and feet were broken, and when he brought his host back to life with his connectivity, the energy developed from there becomes a codex, and this codex, that is, this energy was also near Venom's neck. That is why Genophage wanted to attack him and run away with that codex so that he could give it to Null and Null could rule this whole universe. Now the problem here was that if the symbiote remains in its host, i.e. human form, that is, if Eddie Brock remains Eddie Brock, then the signals of the codex will never reach Genophage. No, but as soon as Eddie Brock converts directly from his human form, i.e. host form, to symbio, i.e. Venom, those signals will reach directly to the Genophage. They will be able to sense the glowing ray, i.e. the glowing codex, even from a distance, and they can attack them from anywhere. So it means that now they will have to stay mostly in human form to save themselves from those xenophages. And now, as Eddie had understood that only when there is a connection with him, the genophage can come after the codex that glows in his symbio. So he says, how will this horse be? And then here Venom, i.e. symbio, goes into a horse and turns into a horse morph, after which the strong horse quickly starts taking Eddie to New York. But in the middle of this journey, Rax and his soldiers attack him. Now in the middle of this attack, he falls in the water, where he changes his form some more, once as a fish, once as a frog, and then again as Eddie's human form, so that the genophage cannot chase him. Now after going far away, these people reach a family, where he meets a man named Martin who tells him that I am going to Area 51 with my family. Area 51 is a place where the US military does research on aliens, and I want to see the aliens. That is why I am going there. Eddie says that, okay, drop me to New York. Then he also agrees to take him to New York in the car. In the next scene, we see that after reaching the city, his clothes were looking very bad, so he gets the black suit, tuxedo suit of a man present there. And when from there, while he is passing by, the police is also there, so to escape from them, he reaches inside a casino where Venom also starts playing games with him. Well, who doesn't like to win money, whether it is human or symbiote? So here he plays a good game, but then he sees Madame Chan. Now we have seen Madame Chan in part 1 and part 2, so here as soon as she sees ID, she becomes very happy, and then she takes him to her house. After taking him home, she expresses her desire to dance with him. Well, Eddie did not want to do this, but brother, our Venom was always ready for dance, and in fact the name of the movie is Venom: The Last Dance. So as soon as he comes in his symbiote form, Genophage reaches here. While finding out about his agent Hans, there is a good fight sequence here. He comes, but he tries to escape by coming in his human form. But his human form is also caught by Rex's soldiers and taken directly to Area 51. Now on one side Venom is being taken to Area 51, and on the other side, Martin has also reached Area 51 to see the alien. Now the color of Venom here was black. That is why whenever he used to join with Eddie Brock's body, black-colored Venom was ready, but here when the symbiote connects with Malikan's body, it was green in color. That is why here he is seen in green color. So this by Saheb was also very dangerous. They talk among themselves that Genophage will take out the Q-Tex from Venom's body at any time and send it to Null. Null will wreak havoc in the whole world. Now what happened was that Rex did not want this. He shoots Eddie so that the symbiote gets its host back. But Venom enters Eddie's body while he has the chance, and as soon as they meet, the Xenophagus finds out their location and they come to Area 51 and start wreaking havoc. Then Dr. Payne plays a trick and releases all the symbiotes present in Area 51 so that they can help Venom and fight a big war against the genophage, but he was so powerful that he would catch and eat small symbiotes. Well, somehow Venom gets rid of him and reaches a faraway place, but as soon as he comes to know that Martin and his family had also come to Area 51 to see the aliens, he becomes Venom again and kills them so that they don't get killed. Venom comes to help, but Genophage attacks him again. Here both of them have a great fight again. Good CGI VF action has been used. The fight is going on well and the Genophage was proving to be very heavy. That is why. Here Venom tells him that this is the last chance to finish them. So what he does here is that he merges all the symbiotes inside him, increases his size a lot, and then starts fighting with Genophage. However, by this time, Genophage had shouted and sent a signal to Null that Codex is present here and I need help. So, from that portal with a lot of Genophages, he comes out. They arrive here, the attack is very strong, a very fierce fight takes place, but now because all the symbiotes infect Venom who has the power of Codex, he becomes very big in size and traps all of them inside himself and reaches near a very strong acid truck and breaks the tap, due to which a lot of acid starts raining on them, due to which all of them are getting killed. Meanwhile, Dr. Payne had another container inside which there was a symbiote named Scion which connects with the body of Dr. Payne, who saves the rest of the people and his assistant and takes them out from there. Well, in this big battle, all those Xenophages get destroyed, but due to Venom's departure, Eddie's body was completely broken down. Now his treatment is going on, where a commissioner also comes to meet him in the hospital and tells that with your help, such a big danger was about to come upon the world. But he survived, which means that the Xenophages did not destroy our world, so I am removing all the charges against you, and from today you can live your life like a common citizen. At the end of this movie, we can see how he remembers Venom in his absence, and with these memories, the movie ends here. Now there are a total of 2 post-credit scenes in the movie, but in the print that I have, only its end credit scene is there. The post-credit scene is missed, but still I will tell you about it. So basically in the end credits, we can see that we see the actual face of Null, and he says that now I will come to this world, i.e. Earth 616, and destroy Venom because I have come to know where to find the Codex. Now comes the post-credit scene, in which it happens that the club scene, the guy whom Rex had brought to Area 51 was very shocked to see the box. In fact, he also saw a small piece of Venom there which he had left while making the payment. That means in the upcoming parts, this small piece will grow and become Venom, or it will make this new host its new compatible partner, and then they will fight directly with the host. And with this, the movie ends. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, then please do like, comment, and share this video.